Lou Brissie, Corporal, U.S. Army. They had had over a year to prepare the Gothic line to fall back to. And a lot of those gun emplacements were in solid rock. They had the fields covered with mortars and machine gun and small arms, and they had the ravines and some of the other areas covered by the artillery, and they were strongly defended all the way through, and it was just a question of whether you had enough men to survive the field of fire that you had to go through to get to the place you were going. So it was pretty much that way, but it was very difficult terrain. Several, the Hermann Goering Division and the 1st Parachute Division were primarily the people we fought against, who were exceptionally good outfits, very, very tough. And that just made it that much tougher. And of course, the defender in a situation where the terrain is that way has the advantage. We did not have a lot of manpower. There was a time, I forget how many thousand, that General Clark got from General Eisenhower's pool for manpower, infantry manpower, that they flew into Italy because some of the divisions in Italy didn't have any replacements for infantry casualties. They just ran out. They had used people out of quartermaster and ordnance and whatnot, and take them to a rifle range and let them fire a few rounds of ammunition and then put them in an infantry company. They were so far down in manpower. As an ordinary squad leader, I was not aware of any of this. We knew people were hard to get, but you know, that's not anything we would discuss. But we knew we were short because we had sometimes everybody operated with one less man in a squad, or 2 less over a period of time, you know. That was one of the main problems there, and then of course supply was short. There was a time they hand you a bandolier for an N1, which is 8 clips, or maybe 6, I can't remember now. It's been, but and say make that do. That's all you're gonna get today. And but we had, for the most part, we had good artillery observers, and I don't think they were as short maybe as we might have been. Maybe they were, I really don't know. But if you've got a good forward observer and those 105s could do a massive job for an infantry group. I remember Marcus McGugan was a forward observer for having he got the Silver Star for calling down artillery fire within about, I think, 50 yards of his position, and eventually he put himself, I think, on target. In those mountains, you always had this, they would come in force and run you over in a sense, and then you would open up and then they would back off again. It was a most unusual type of situation, and I'm not familiar with the history of the other areas or whatnot, but the forward observer, I think, and of course everybody hid when the little Taylor Cubs started flying around to help us out. They did a great job as well.